Answering questions from the press on Ghana's position on the recent Syria conflict that saw the United States and other countries condemning the use of chemical weapons on the Syrian people, Honorable Tetteh said, Ghana at this stage cannot take side but respect any decision that is made at the UN. She stressed that as a permanent member of the UN, Ghana cannot refuse any resolution that is made by the UN Security Council, be it military or political intervention in Syria.
Our position at the time, and still is, was that while allegations of chemical weapons usage had been brought to public attention, we are part of a multilateral international organization called the United Nations that had sent inspectors to Syria to go and ascertain the truth or otherwise of these allegations. Now, if you are part of an organization which has systems and processes in place and is taking charge of a situation, you must allow those processes to work. And so our point of view was that we should wait for the reports of the inspectors before, as an international community, we decide on the action to be taken. And as members of the United Nations, whatever decision is arrived at a consensus at the UN, we will abide by. Because we believe that that is how you operate within an international organization and you ensure that you respect the rule of law. So we condemn the use of chemical weapons under any circumstances, whether in Syria or anywhere else. In respect of the Syrian crisis, we, as members of the United Nations, will work within the framework of the United Nations and support the positions taken at the United Nations to ensure that chemical weapons, not only in Syria, but in other parts of the world, do not become preferred weapons for the conduct of warfare.
Furthermore, Honorable Tetteh said Ghana is deepening its diplomatic relations with other countries by instituting a joint commission with various countries to foster bilateral relationship that would improve on the living standard of the related countries. She said the joint commission with open business opportunities would expand the economy for the private sector and other public institutions to benefit.
We are going to have a joint commission with Burkina Faso. We are also going to have another joint commission in November this year with South Africa. And the focus is on expanding economic opportunity, developing closer relations at the bilateral level, and then creating the framework for our agencies to work together to promote businesses on both sides. This week, or by the end of this week, we'll be leaving for the next meeting of the General Assembly, which is going to take place in New York. I have done a press briefing on this already, but the importance of this particular General Assembly session is that we are going to focus on what happens after 2015, which is the period within which